Hi guys, welcome to Nine Links. I'm your host Alex, and today we're going to talk about sweet olive. Okay, all right. Here's my sweet olive. It's been with me for about 3 years now. It started out as a little one. The sweet olive doesn't grow that fast. I would think of it as a medium growth rate compared to other plants, and it loves in the hot area. Of course, it's tropical plants. It's hardy at zone 9 and up. Okay, and this one I have, it's just it blooms 2 times a year, usually early spring and fall. The reason is for it to bloom, it requires a temperature drop significantly, not to the freezing. Of course, it will kill it. It drops below to about, I would say, around 40 to 50 range, and then at the 70s and 80s, it starts growing again. You can see its flower is not very showy. It's very small. I don't know if you can see that. It's very small, and let me see if I can zoom it in real quick. 1 second. Okay, now can you see it better? Okay, right there, just very small flower. You can put your nose up and it will still smells really good. It's not like some other plants where when you go closer, the fragrance is, it's just too strong. Sweet olive fragrant can be, what should I say, rival against white champagne. And it's very pleasant. It's not the same as white champagne. It has what should I say, a little bit of sweet and orange kind of smell to it. It's really pleasant. And also people in East Asia, they sometimes, what they do is they cut the flowers out or dry the flower and then bake into a cake or make into a snack. So actually the flower is edible. As you can see, this one been done blooming, and so there's few new blooms up here, and the old ones dried up already. And for the dry flower, you can just, it's very crunchy. You just touch it and it just fall apart. And what I typically do is that since don't use it to baking and stuff, my wife doesn't like to bake with these kind of flowers on there. Anyway, I just put it into the pot. What should I say? Just put it back into the cycle. And another thing is, you probably noticed down here, I grow some other, these, what they call, if I remember correctly, called wood sorrels. And I heard, first of all, I grow these just for the look, the appearance of the pot, so it make it look really natural, kind of natural habitat. But later I heard from someone that, one of my friends saying that if you grow these in your pot, it makes your pot more acidic. So I heard about that some time ago in the past, that certain plants like to have certain, what they call, the companion plants to grow next to it. The companion plants, it helps the actual plants grow better by acidifying the soil. I don't know if that's true or not, but don't quote me on that one. Do your own research on that one. But for me, like I say, first of all, it was just for the look, but apparently it add more benefit to it. And this sweet olive been growing this year, been growing a lot actually in the basement. You see this whole branch right here? This entire branch is from this over the winter in the basement. And right now, I think it's growing more because of sunlight down here. And I don't know if you noticed, I organized the desk already. I already put a lot of flowers and plants outside because some of those are, it's pretty cold tolerant to down to about 37, 40 degrees. So they'll be fine out there. These guys out here probably require about May or the end of May to be outside. Right now in my area, it's very windy, and as you know, tropical plants doesn't like windy, cool area because it dries up the leaf really a lot. and especially sweet olive. I remember sweet olive in my hometown in China. Our town is usually very humid, and they grow pretty good, and some of the size can get up to big tree. Anyway, let's go with the potting mix. Talk about potting mix. I used. I'm not gonna repot this one yet. I'm just gonna let it grow. The potting mix I use for this one, it's again New Zealand sphagnum moss mixed with one of those what do you call it? I think it was Dr. Earth. It's I'll show you. It's a purple bag. I'll put a picture in there. And another thing is going back to the pest resilient. These leaves, sweet olive leaves, are very hard. So usually very pest resilient. I have one of those leaf cutter bugs flying around every summer. They will cut most of my plants' leaves, but not sweet olive's leaf. And last thing I want to talk about is pruning on this thing. Pruning, like for example, my plant is still small like that. Once it get to this height, I'm gonna start pruning and start to encourage more bushier growth around down here. So what I'm gonna do is once this guy get like for example this it's not getting enough sunlight, so it's kind of a dwindling right here. Once I put it outside, I'm pretty sure it'll come up like this. So if there's another branch coming out right here, I'm probably gonna cut it. So forcing down here to grow much bushier. And same with this one. If it grows any taller, I'm gonna cut it right here. And these guys, I'm just gonna wait to get a little bigger. And let's see what else. Watering on the sweet olive. Make sure you don't overwater. Sweet olive have very high tendency of getting root rots. So don't overwater. And also, like I say, I use a slow release fertilizer. Let me see if I can find it. You can probably find a ball in here somewhere. Yeah, right here. See, it's still in there. Slow release fertilizer. I use the Osmanthus, very balanced and provide a lot of micronutrient to this. And I also use a little bit of my homemade rice water. Like I say again, I don't use too much because of organic fertilizer, especially rice water, tend to smell very bad. And I mix 1 cup of rice water to 10 cup of regular water. And okay, now as you can see, the another thing about growing in the basement is that I think I went over that on the other video on the white champaga. But anyway, I'm gonna go over it again. Here, let me move this or get out of the way real quick. Okay, you see, because my sweet olive is facing like that for about a month now. So you see all the leaves actually, it's especially this one, it's facing towards the window. So it's kind of a imbalanced in a way. Well, the thing I have those solar sheets on the side, which helps a little bit. See, these leaves don't turn as much. Without them, most of them will face towards the window, and it's not fun to look at when you have one plant that's supposed to grow like this and now it's growing one-sided. But anyway, in order to solve that issue, we can face that way for a month or maybe a couple weeks, and then we twist them around, move the pot around like this, so it will be faced this way. But when the sunlight hits, it'll slowly adjust itself over. So by the time I'll be moving this out sometime next month, May. So by the time it move up about right there, it'll be outside already. So it'll get full sunlight again. So it'll be back into more balance. Anyway, that's it for today. If you have a question and comments, leave it below. And also please do remember to click a like. Thank you.